All my blood tests were normal the whole time I was vegan. So I don't believe blood tests.
When I was vegan, I literally couldn't handle anything. I couldn't handle anyone like being mean to me. I couldn't handle arguments.
What? How are you going to attach this to veganism? What the hell? This is what I mean. This is literally what I mean. Anyone who is unsure of vegan deterioration, okay, classic ex-vegan, anti-vegan, shall we say, who is really not nice. She likes to take people's pictures, take people's footage, and for some reason, she likes to put a filter on it to make it look worse. Now, I've made videos on her before. I've said, like, you know, if it's really that bad, because someone else did that to me, I can't remember who, you know, these anti-vegan trolls, they kind of blur into one. It's like, well, if I'm really looking that bad, why do you have to add to the filter? Like, why do you have to enhance certain qualities? If it's really that bad, it should kind of stand for itself, right? So, very dishonest operation that she runs. Well, that's fine. I look like shit and I know it, okay? And it's got nothing to do with veganism. If anything, it's got more to do with people like her making me depressed. Okay? Like, I'm fully to blame, okay? No accountability for me. It's all on her, okay? Yeah, can we get some brain frogs in the chat, okay? Get some brain frogs. If you're a channel member, then you can do it all in one go, thanks to Notorious Tam Pattern. If not, then you're gonna have to do it the traditional way. But yeah, let's see, shall we? I'm gonna have so much fun.
So everyone, I'm very excited today to have Vegan Deterioration on the channel. She's doing a lot of good work with her channel. I think that her videos are going to really show people the physical deterioration that's happening to a lot of the well-known vegan.
It's really interesting as well, like something to note from Vegan Deterioration is that she has perhaps the lowest quality webcam I've ever seen in my life. And she insists, my camera doesn't do HD. I think if her channel wasn't surrounded or focused on picking out people's physical appearance, that she would have a different camera. But she knows that she would be picked apart as well. Because, shit, we all have parts of our bodies that don't look perfect. You know, we all have blemishes, or sometimes we might have sensitive skin moments, or sometimes, you know, we might look tired. It's just part of life. Life is exhausting and stressful. And we'd be able to pick her apart and go, oh, it must be because of her diet. Yeah, must be. But Vegan Deterioration, the clever scientist she is, she's got it covered, okay? She'll make sure that you can't do it to her back. You can't.
YouTubers, and she does it in a very classy way. She's really concerned about their health, and she is
a classy way where she mocks their appearance. I think that's about as the least classy you can get, isn't it? To mock someone's appearance, go, oh yeah, they look like they're just starving. Yeah, it's their vegan. You know, like, talk about their appearance, assume their diet, stuff like this. It's just, yeah, that's classy, is it? Oh yeah, and I'm the f***ing Queen of England. Nice.
Is just showing everyone the health aspects of it and not personally attacking them. So I think that's a...
yeah, so it's clear. Vegan Deterioration is the one on the left. Yeah. Look how terrible that webcam is. And I genuinely think, and other people have that speculation, that she does that on purpose. That she hasn't upgraded her webcam for a very good reason. So you can't see her imperfections, because she's going to have them. Yeah, and she's wearing makeup. Like, this is the difference between her and I right now, okay? And don't get me twisted. I'm pro makeup. Whatever anyone wants to put on their skin, as long as it's not tested on animals and it's vegan, then hell yeah. But I don't wear makeup at all. So all day, every day, any blemish, any imperfection that I have is on full display. She can, you know, cover hers up, which, you know, kudos. But we're not seeing her skin, one, because of the low quality webcam, and two, because any blemish she might have had, she might have covered. So she'd be really quick if I became, you know, on her radar. I think she's made a video about me once or commented on me before, I don't know. But if she commented on my skin, it's like, well, in comparison, is mine actually worse? and I don't wear anything to cover it up at all. And again, any blemish on my skin, can it be genuinely attributed to my diet? And what diet do I have? Like it's amazing. A Game Boy camera, yeah.
Really important message. And if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and then start with your personal vegan story.
Okay, thank you for saying those things, though. I really appreciate it. I'm Shar. I went vegan in 2012, and I stayed vegan for about 6.5 years. Basically to avoid harming animals if I didn't have to, which later I realized that that's not the case, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that it was supposed to be healthy, the healthiest diet that you can possibly do. And it seemed that way for a long time. Like, my vegan experience was very good. Like, I never had any digestional issues in the beginning for like about 5 years straight. Everything was amazing. And then out of nowhere, I got 2 kidney stones, which was probably due to consuming too many greens and blue-green algae. So I cut that out. And I didn't know.
Wait, she said it probably down to that, so she had no idea, didn't know. This is hilarious. The classic thing with Shah is she doesn't have much of a clue about anything, and that becomes really apparent. And, you know, watch my video that'll come out about how she couldn't even click the left frickin' button on her mouse to link herself to a frickin' study. It's just amazing. I don't
know that those things could cause kidney stones. Like, nobody ever told me. There are so many things you have to know before you eat all these vegetables.
Yeah.
It's funny as well, because say if a specific plant food caused a specific problem, okay, just don't eat that one. You got particular sensitivity to that, or your body doesn't agree with that, okay, don't eat that one, eat the rest of them. It's simple, easy. But no, instead, okay, let me make an anti-vegan channel where I point out the appearance of even children, by the way. Really nice. It's really classy.
And after those 2 kidney stones, a bunch of other things started happening, like all at once. So I went to the dentist, and I had 4 cavities, and one of my wisdom teeth was crumbling. And I thought, like, maybe I need more calcium. So I started taking a bunch of calcium, and it was giving me bad chest pains. Like, I felt like I was having heart attacks from taking calcium, and I didn't understand why.
Oh my god, none of this is like scientific. She's just guessing. Oh, this caused this caused this, therefore this. She's got to, you know, absolute nowhere. No. Oh god, it's not nice to have problems and you don't know where they're coming from, but to just kind of guess and then make the claim, oh, this was this, and then to go for other people on the internet, their physical appearance, and to throw other animals under the bus. Like, I don't get it. Like, would you do this to humans? Because we're animals. I don't understand why all the other animals, they just, no, just fuck completely. We'll just throw them under the bus.
So I had to basically become a scientist and realize I had to take magnesium.
I had to become a scientist. Which is even funnier when you realize what the video she did on like studies and just like, oh yeah, no, I can't, they haven't even linked the study, and like this research is now out of date, like forgetting that, or not understanding that, yeah, we use like the most up-to-date sources of information we can, and we refresh things so yeah that it can maintain up to date. It's just, yeah, scientist vegan deterioration. Hell yeah.
And D3 and K2 and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was going to heal my cavities by doing this stuff, but it didn't work because I went back.
Okay, like, even the fact that you think you could heal your cavities from doing this, it is the case that some cavities can be healed, to my understanding, but as soon as it reaches the, I forget what it's called, but the pulp, essentially, of your teeth, there's no going back. You can't fix that.
All my wisdom teeth had to come out, and I had 11 cavities.
Oh wow.
So I spent like the next year getting dental work, getting my teeth.
I don't know about you, but I don't have any cavities. I've been vegan for 8 years. It sounds like you were just eating like a ridiculous amount of like fruits and not brushing your teeth. Like, just like brush your teeth. I don't know what to say. She means brain cavities. True. Okay, my mistake.
Teeth extracted and getting those cavities filled. And if you keep going back to the dentist and getting that much dental work, you might get some side effects. I know it's rare to get a side effect from getting dental work, but if you go that many times, you're likely to get something. So I have tinnitus in both my ears, which I'm hoping will go away. I think it's from getting those deep like needles put in.
Again, look, just this speculation of, oh, I think I got tinnitus from needles. Like, it's all, I think I got it from here, I must have got it from here. And then she makes absolutes from this speculation. It's just pain. I can't believe it. Why do people take her seriously?
So many times to numb. And so all that dental work is done, so I'm hoping that no more cavities will happen. After that, I started noticing things that were weird, and I didn't.
Don't worry, babes. You only get cavities if you're vegan, okay? The dental industry is just profiting off them vegans.
Didn't really attribute them to veganism, but now I know better.
No, okay, Notorious Sound Pattern, you're wrong, okay? Tinnitus is not caused by anything but sound. No. This is a scientist. Okay? She's a scientist.
Yeah.
Like my skin started to look yellow sometimes, which is kind of hard to see because I'm dark skinned, so I'm seeing this yellowing. It was weird. And the palms of my hands were looking a little yellow.
It's weird anyway because some people just have yellow tones in their skin, so it kind of depends on, the lighting that can affect people's tone. I don't know how she's attributing, like, how did she get here? It's like she's got so much time on her hands and fixated and didn't want to be wrong about something and then just made this whole, like, identity the anti, which is really, it's sad, dude. It's sad.
Yellow, my eyes. And so I thought maybe I have a liver problem. So I started taking milk thistle and doing castor oil packs on my liver. And it actually worked. So I'm thinking, we just need natural stuff to heal whatever problems come our way. No, because it kept coming back. Like I had to do it every single week. Take all this milk thistle and put this castor oil over my liver. It's just so funny. It's just so silly when I think back on it, like thinking you're supposed to live your life on herbs and castor oil packs. But anyway, so after some time, I noticed my lips had no color. Like I would wake up in the morning and they would be a little like bluish almost. And then throughout the day, they would turn gray.
Yeah.
That's true. As you can see, my lips, albeit very thin, okay, but as you can see, no color. They are like blue, if anything, and they're basically the same color as my skin. Yeah, and that's veganism for you. Veganism has done this to me. If only I were not vegan, then I'd have a luscious red set of lips. But no, veganism has stripped that from me. Absolutely amazed. Oh my God, we got a tip. Hell yeah. Hello.
VD Logic. I tripped over my nan's best friend's dog. Veganism debunked.
She's literally that meme of like the person like on the bicycle, and they're riding along, they fall into the grass and it says fucking vegans. Oh, dude. That's too funny. Okay. Thank you so much.
And I thought maybe I have anemia, but I got my iron levels checked. They were normal. All my blood tests were normal the whole time I was vegan. So I don't believe blood tests.
What? No. So her blood tests were normal while she was vegan, so she didn't have these deficiencies. So now she's going to turn around and say, I don't think blood tests work. Oh my God. You've given me a chest infection. Oh God. Honey, therapy, okay? It's good for you. Let's do it together. Oh, yikes. This is so bad.
Tests anymore. My iron levels, they would go down like over time while I was a vegan, but they were still normal.
It's the comedy at this point. This is someone people look up to. I don't believe in blood tests, because they said that as a vegan, my bloods were normal. Yeah, they came back fine. Sometimes they dip, but yeah, they were normal. Yeah, and that can't be the case because veganism is malnutrition. She's the person who goes around making all these claims about how vegans, they just can't get these things. They'll be deficient in this and that. And then while she was vegan, her blood tests were fine. So now the blood tests have to be wrong, okay? The industry have just got it wrong. When they test bloods, they're just wrong. They just got it wrong completely. This is amazing. Oh, why did she say blood tests were normal? She willingly made everything harder for herself. Yeah, now, like, she can't be taken seriously at all. Yeah, my chesticles might fall off because she's given me such a severe chest infection. I just can't. Oh, God.
My hair barely grew. I lost a lot of hair, like in this temple area, but it's growing back. And
do you know that it's not just like what you eat that can cause some sort of hair loss? You know that, right? And again, your blood tests were normal, so there's nothing we can really look at and go, oh yeah, it was these low levels, okay, that we can attribute that to that. No, there's loads of things like genetic factors, stress levels. Suddenly your hair can fall out quite a lot. Yeah, I just don't know why you attribute it all to you being vegan, especially when you've just revealed that your blood tests were normal. What? Yeah, true. If my chesticles fall off, she'll be like, that's veganism. Troll with the most impressive poker face ever. I don't know. I
remember talking to my sister once and telling her my hair was getting thin. So nonchalantly, like, yeah, my hair is getting thin. She was like, wait, what? Why is your hair getting thin? I was like, I don't know, it's just getting thin, like overlooking things. And it makes me upset with myself when I think back, like, how did I let all this happen?
What your career right now is to overlook everything in the face of bias. What do you mean? You've regressed. You've now I can't believe in blood tests. I can't believe in these things. No, that is a lie. Okay, because something was wrong. Oh, but the blood test said I was fine. Oh, and it's obviously got to be veganism. It has to be. And now I'm going to pick apart people's appearance on the internet who are vegan and just make claims about how they're deteriorating because, in the past few years, since I saw them last, they've aged. Or in this lighting that I've applied a filter to, they don't look as good as they do in the other one. Deterioration. They're dying. They're doing something unethical. It's painful. It's hard to feel bad for a person who does this. I just...
And I started getting cramps throughout the month before my period. It started being about 3 days before my period, but then it kept extending longer and longer to 10 days before. Cramps basically a whole month. With a week or two off.
Where's the evidence that this is attributed to veganism? Sounds like a lot of her things, right? And obviously, I'm not an expert. That's quite clear. It sounds like a lot of the stuff is stress related, severely. I wonder what was going on in her life around the time. Maybe something that she this is purely speculation, but maybe something that she, doesn't want to actually be head on with, so she'll pretend it was veganism. I don't know. Could be that. I don't bloody know with this one. She's a pain in the ass, that's all I know.
And then I started having mental issues. I was very emotional, too emotional.
Oh, see, there we go. I started having mental issues. They don't just come magically from a diet. No. There we go. There we go. Look, these mental health problems. She's not feeling good. Seems like whatever was happening. I think some people there's a kind of stigma around mental health. People don't want to feel weak and they don't want to combat head on. There are so many examples of people running away from their mental health problems and then making it about other things. People will do it with, hobbies, interests, jobs. Oh, if I just didn't do this, then everything would be fine. When actually, no, you're just a bit fucked and you just need a bit of help. That seems to be, predominantly the case. Okay, well, we all just get a bit fucked. We need a bit of assistance. That's where it's coming from. And I don't know if this is just another case of somebody who had mental health problems and they don't want to just kind of admit and combat that head on, so would rather just make it about something else, which sadly comes at the expense of other sentient beings. But yeah, I've I was fine 2 minutes ago, but now I do have depression. Now I do have anxiety. All these things, they've just suddenly come. It's amazing. Thanks vegan deterioration.
I was having nightmares. I couldn't watch any, nothing scary, nothing with even with any type of drama. Like, it would just give me nightmares.
Yeah.
I had to watch like cartoons.
So wait, you can't watch horror because of veganism? She really gonna try and attribute this to veganism? My God.
Hallmark movies for like a whole year straight.
So crazy that you say that, because the exact same thing happened to me. Like, I used to love horror movies, and then when I was vegan, I literally couldn't handle anything. I couldn't handle anyone like being mean to me. I couldn't handle arguments.
What? How are you going to attach this to veganism? What the hell? This is what I mean. This is literally what I mean. People can't accept, okay, maybe I can deal with people being mean to me because I have a self-esteem problem, or I'm feeling particularly overwhelmed by the situations I'm in. No, it has to be something external to me. It can't be me. I can't take accountability for this. It has to be something else. Oh, veganism. There we go. Something I don't give a about. It's aimless. It doesn't even matter, and people don't find it popular anyway. And if I, rally against this, people will be on my side. Hell yeah, let's go. But this is painful, okay? Maybe I'm completely wrong, but it's sounding like they both had mental health struggles, because we all do. We all have some mental health struggles at some point. And they just want to pile it on something else. Oh my God, yeah, you're so right. Like, when I was vegan, I couldn't watch horror and I couldn't handle people being mean to me. There's something intrinsically about being vegan that means, like, you can't watch horror. Are you fucking for real? Yeah, clearly undercarved. When I eat a potato, then suddenly I can watch all the horror I want. It's amazing. And it's just so bad how many people fall for this. Oh my God, I can't watch horror and I'm vegan. That means, oh my God, veganism's killing me. I'm losing myself. Are you joking?
I couldn't handle anything bad. I would turn on cartoons because I felt like I needed to, like, get in a better mood.
Yeah, like, I used to watch scary movies and it would just be funny, but now it was like, it was serious. Like, it was, I couldn't even watch shows like Grey's Anatomy because I would be thinking, oh, this is what happened to me. I'm going to end up in a hospital. And they're going to have to operate me, and I'm going to flatline and all this stuff. Like,
that's paranoia. That's catastrophizing. That's got nothing to do with veganism. Are you for real? This is like hilarious. I can't. This is not to do with veganism. This is to do with the anxious brain.
Paranoia.
So much paranoia. It drains you. But I overlooked everything for a long time. Like, all that stuff I just named, it wasn't.
I'm sorry, but if you haven't addressed the paranoia that you were feeling at that time, you probably still have that paranoia.
The reason I stopped being vegan, like, I was just going along with it. But then I started to notice my face was looking old and haggard. It looked like I was living a hard.
Yeah, well, you had mental health issues around the time. You weren't feeling well, didn't feel good in yourself, and you've aged. What do you expect? Again, why is this veganism's fault?
Life. That wasn't. Dark circles and deep forehead lines and nasal labial folds, which seems to be going away. And the gray lips, that's part of appearance as well, when your lips are.
I know you say hypochondriac. I know people use that as kind of like an adjective or whatever, but might be worth actually talking to a therapist, because hypochondriasis is really serious. And if someone's so fixated on all these problems, like, oh, I'm feeling ill, I'm going to end up in hospital, these things happening to me, oh, I'm looking at the blood test, but still, I just can't, I literally know people with hypochondriasis, and it's not nice. It's, like, terrible, like, to just constantly think, oh, something's wrong with me, I'm going to die, like, something bad's going to happen to me. It just sounds like, obviously, we can't diagnose, we can't do anything. It would be really interesting for her, like, I'm assuming maybe she's not talked to a therapist, because to get, like, a diagnosis, I mean, you wouldn't get it from a therapist, but to go through the system, have your, like, psychiatrist or whatever offer you a diagnosis and go through all of that, very difficult. So, especially with people who have mental health problems, without the direction, without the guidance, just kind of attribute it to other things. But if you're constantly catastrophizing over, your health, and you've got a lot of anxiety attached to that, you should really talk to somebody. And that's what it sounds like. It's just a shame that if that is the case, she blames it on something that is not to blame. She cannot, substantiate the claim. And as a result, the lives of the animals end up suffering. I just, yeah.
Gray and blue, and looking at vegan YouTubers, I started seeing like a pattern. Like they're all looking, not all of them. Some vegans look good, and they will continue to look good and be healthy on a vegan diet. But
whoa, it's interesting to hear her say that. Why would they still look good? Because I've constantly heard your videos about how, vegans, they're missing something. You can't be healthy. This is so cruel to put your kids on a plant-based diet because they will be now malnourished. Look at this malnutrition. What? That doesn't sound like a statement coming out of Vegan Deterioration's mouth. Was she momentarily possessed?
Some people will end up looking jacked up, and I was one of them. And I decided I'm going to stop being vegan. Well, I got this face cream. I was trying so many skincare products, vegan stuff like aloe vera and green tea mask and all this stuff. And I was just getting desperate, so I was buying everything. And I got this cream from Japan. I didn't know what was in it. I just bought it because I was literally buying everything I came across. And it was actually working. Like my face wasn't looking so haggard and old. And I went to go buy another one. And I found an English version of this thing because it was all in Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't really a cream, it was just fat. The only ingredient was horse fat.
Oh wow.
Wait, what? I think that was like the final straw. I was like, okay, I think I need animal products because your body just recognizes it and uses it. Like, I thought it was some natural cream, like glycerin and lotion and stuff like that, but it was just fat.
This just in, okay, you need the products of animals. If you look at your face and it seems to look nice and shiny or whatever after using a skincare product that contains animal products, that is your indication. Yeah, you absolutely need it. No, plant-based products will not work from you, and we can take from this that yeah, you do need it. That's what's missing. You joking?
So yeah, that's basically it. And the things that I see in the vegans, I make those videos not to talk badly about them because all that stuff that they're experiencing, I experience too. So I'm not just poking fun at them because it's not funny.
Yeah, it's not at all when you go through it yourself.
Feels like you're very much trying to it's not like it's funny, it's just you're making claims about people's health all of the time. That's what your whole channel is about. That's why it's very difficult not to bite back. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that when you have no idea what you're talking about? Why would you do that when you're, well, I guess if she genuinely is so fixated on people's health, her own health problems, maybe she'll talk about other people's. Maybe that's a kind of remedy for her, but it's not fair. It's not nice. So I can't believe I'd forgotten all about her story and just how ridiculous it was, how this could lead her to make the channel that she makes. And comment on, any vegan, yeah, you're malnourished, you're this and you're that. And even like kids, like, it's just weird.
It's scary.
It's serious too.
Yeah.
And the way that my face was looking, I don't care about blood tests anymore. I don't care. I barely even care about science. Like people say.
Yeah, we know you don't care about science.
What's your proof and your evidence, and sending links to surveys, science experiments with showing people live longer and healthier as a vegan. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, you don't care because it doesn't work with the story that you've had to invent to make sense of things that are very confusing and uncomfortable for you. That's probably why.
Often, people don't realize, so the levels for blood tests here in North America, I'm not sure where you are, But in North America,
yeah, she literally is poking fun at their appearance with no sympathy or remorse. Well, yeah, I mean, when I make this segment, I may well clip together some of the comments she's actually made about people's appearance. She goes out of her way to do this. This is her content. And I don't know, the way she kind of went, it's not funny. It's like, maybe you think it is.
They don't want to end up looking like a vegan. I don't even have words for this. This is abnormal. It is. You're not supposed to look this drained and tired just from having kids. But I don't know if you can tell, it's not just her hairstyle, it's that this area in her hair, the temple area that I've shown over and over again, the vegans still don't believe it. Beautiful laid edges, silky hair, and now it's begun to become more frazzled. His skin just looks cold and clammy. Like I said before, it still looks cold and clammy. Like you would expect if you touch the skin, it would feel like sweaty and cold at the same time. First thing that I noticed about this image is she's not exactly looking super young for being in her 30s. I'm looking at this vein in her forehead. The collagen in your face when you're that age, it should be able to cover up the veins.
And here's another one that I think exposes her bullying spirit. It's a little bit more subtle though. She makes a video about Ellen Fisher criticizing her appearance. Of course, a lot of it's like before and after makeup. But here's the comment that she pinned. Her eyes now look like my dog's eyes right before he died when he went blind. That's the comment that this woman pinned on her video, not in good faith. And she also made like a 12-minute video of solid criticism of Lily Coy's eyelids. I think she had a good response. Here's part of it. I get that you're trying to prove a point, and surely people who want to spin a particular narrative will believe whatever they please, but your quality of evidence is laughable. And that's really the tip of the iceberg on women that she's bullied, and I do not think this is a healthy thing to do. She does it under the guise of, oh, it's just exposing the, lack of health among the vegan community and the vegan diet. But the reality is she's just, taking people, again, with bad lighting, before and afters of makeup, people who are just naturally aging, and so forth.
Why do you keep showing women with makeup on and then look at them now as a vegan with no makeup?
the levels are lower, like the sufficient levels are lower than in any other country pretty much. Like I know Europe has higher standards for the levels of vitamins and minerals. I know Asia has higher standards. So our standards are already low. So when you go to the doctor and they say, oh, you're okay, you're a little bit low, but you're okay, that's low compared to other standards. And different.
I was getting suspicious of that. Like,
yeah.
I was like, why is my iron normal? Like, it's in the lower end of normal, but it's still normal. So why am I experiencing super cold hands and feet and blue lips?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because some of them as well, like some of the US calls for even higher levels of certain nutrients. I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, but I know it's different for different countries. But, you know, I don't really know what you can do outside of that. If you are concerned with like the levels that they call for, okay, well, then ensure that you get more of it if you really want to. But I think those guidelines, you know, they're somewhat similar, at least in every Western country. My car wasn't working this morning, so of course I slathered it in horse fat. Now it's running like a dream.
Because it really is low for optimal health and optimal function, but for their blood test standards, it's okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That's dangerous. Yeah. I'd rather go based off of what you feel and what you look like than
what you feel and what you look like. That won't get you anywhere. That won't get you anywhere, especially when it comes to like, appearance, because it's not just diet that affects your appearance. Environmental factors, your mental health, your stresses, these things very much affect what someone will look like. Someone's had a really bad night's sleep because they couldn't stop thinking about something. Oh, I wake up, look like shit. It's because they're vegan. You're just not going to get anywhere. This is just so... I'd rather go off that, even though that won't get me anywhere. But it will align with what makes me feel more in control. Yeah,
you on a piece of paper or somebody else tells you that you should be.
Yeah. I was ignoring like my physical symptoms a lot, but just like you said, I was trying so many creams. I know I had the deep nasolabial folds are still there a little bit, but they've plumped up so much since I've started eating more fat. But it was the same thing. I was trying everything.
Well, then eat more fat within a plant-based diet. Your girl eats a lot of fat. Your girl eats a lot. Okay. Yeah. You can have a high-fat, plant-based diet. That's for damn sure. Okay, trust me. Trust me. You can.
And then I eventually tried this cream, and I didn't know it was the same kind of situation. I didn't really know like all the ingredients. The lady at the health food store just told me to try it. It's really good to plump up your skin, this and that. And I checked, and it had a few animal ingredients in it. I don't remember exactly which ones, and I felt
that must be it. Hell yeah.
so guilty.
This is why non-vegans never have skin problems. This is why. Literally. Have you seen a non-vegan with a skin problem? No. Never. Not even once.
But it was the only thing that was
I mean, I
helping.
literally had the worst acne of my life. You know, up until I was 18 years old. And when did I go vegan? Oh yeah, like 18. Oh yeah, well actually, you know, I must have been secretly vegan that entire time and I didn't even know. You know, I was eating like mock meat. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's too good.
My skin, and I was like, I made the connection, like, okay, maybe what's missing is the animal products, like the animal fat.
Yeah, there's
Tell the world you're a ding dong without telling them you're a ding dong. My God.
something to these animal products. Like as a vegan, like I used to roll my eyes when I heard people say stuff about what happened to them when they went vegan and they were breaking down, their digestion was messed up. Like I used to be like, whatever, they were doing it right. Like, but now I know, like.
Now I know based upon pure speculation, and I rejected anything that actually showed that my blood tests were fine at that time, because now I don't believe in blood tests. Now I know. Yeah, no, I've not gone down this further rabbit hole of absolute, like, ridiculousness. No, you're wrong. Wrong, though. Cream, though.
I don't dismiss anything. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I don't care if somebody told me their eye fell out on a vegan diet. I would probably believe it.
Need I go on any further? Need I go on any further? That's it. That's all we need to know. If someone told her that their eye fell out because they were vegan, she would believe them. I am done. I need no more. That should tell you everything. That's it. Story over. It doesn't matter what she has to say after that bit. Just tell them, tell the world you are the most biased person in existence without telling them that you are indeed the most biased person in existence. Thank you, Vegan Deterioration. Supplying the entertainment yet again. Jesus Christ.